On March 31st, I came across an interesting ad on Times of India. It was a display advert using the word fake news to capture its readers' attention. I actually found it quite surprising that a sensitive word like fake news would be used by Times of India to convince its readers to advertise in the newspapers that Mumbaikars read. But that's not what I want to talk about. The word fake news has been thrown around a lot lately. Some of you may already know that fake news caused a whole lot of chaos during the US presidential election, especially during the last 3 months of the campaign. A report by BuzzFeed News Analysis found that the 20 top performing false election stories from hawk sites and hyperpartisans blog generated 8.7 million shares, reactions and comments on Facebook. And let me clarify again that this report is based on the activity that took place in the last 3 months of the campaign, whereas within the same time period, the 20 best performing election stories from 19 major news websites generated a total of 7.3 million shares, reactions and comments on Facebook. It's hard to believe that fake news stories were able to dominate stories filed by mainstream news websites. These were fabricated stories published with the main intent to mislead US citizens during their elections. Now this brings me to the main topic of discussion. How big of a threat is fake news in India and how the mainstream media is handling it? Let me explain that with a recent fake news incident. It all started when a website called Mississippi Herald published an article about a Jackson husband and wife who were shocked when their DNA test results revealed that they were biological twins. The story goes on to say that the married couple were struggling to conceive, so they went to a clinic in the Mississippi capital of Jackson to take part in the IVF program. Now this weird and funny story got a hell lot of traction and was soon picked up by The Sun, Fox News, Mirror, Daily Mail and our very own NDTV. Fortunately, it didn't take them long to realize that the news appears to be fake. While The Sun, Fox News and the rest of the news websites published an update that this news appears to be fake, NDTV didn't do that. While I waited for them to post an update, the article started to trend on their website, and if I'm remembering right, it got over 1,000 shares at the end of the day. The next morning I went back to the link and found out that NDTV had deleted the story, which wasn't the surprising part. I searched the website hoping that NDTV would have posted an update saying that the news was fake, but I never found one. Even Daily Mail, a website known for its weird and funny news stories, published an update and owned up to its mistakes, saying dailymail.com also ran a version of the story which has since been deleted. Whereas NDTV just decided to delete the article and hope that people don't make a big fuss about it. Also, NDTV wasn't good at cleaning up as well, as the tweet still remains while the readers educate them that it's fake news. The point of this video wasn't to attack NDTV. To be honest, as an online news journalist, I faced and went through such mistakes as well. But the point I'm trying to make is misleading information is a threat that is difficult to contain. Take this as a comparison. According to Inquisitor, the Daily Mail's version of the IVF twins hawk story was shared over 14,000 times, whereas their cleanup story only got about 129 shares. Fortunately, the IVF twin story didn't do a lot of damage, but there were other stories in the past that misled the masses in India. The Logical Indians recently wrote a researched article about the news stories that got widely spread, but that weren't true. I highly recommend everyone to read that. While making this video, I found out that NDTV did a small segment on fake news. Ironically, they talk about the damage fake news inflicts, but the main topic seems to be about the fake forward messages that we come across on WhatsApp and other social media accounts. But in that video, NDTV anchor Nidhi Razdan had this to say.
There is a difference between reporters who may have been misled by a source or who have got a story wrong, and the media must apologize for that. I completely agree.